The Toronto Raptors are going to be sneaky good this year. Now, don't go down in the comments and be like, oh, you're crazy. What are you talking about? Hear me out, right? Gradey Dick, Scottie Barnes just went off against the Boston Celtics. They have their big three, or maybe kind of medium three. They have the rookie Jacoby Walter, and I am really, really excited for the seasons that Scottie Barnes and Gradey Dick are about to have. Last shot for the Raptors of the first half. You got Davion Mitchell showing a screen here. He doesn't end up using it. He's just going to go downhill and get to his spot, use his body, use the shoulder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander-esque to get to his spot and knock down the mid-range jumper. This is tough. This is really tough from Scottie Barnes. Just take a look here at how quick the Raptors offense is run, right? So Scottie Barnes already has the ball to the hash and has changed sides of the court with 22 seconds left on a 24-second shot clock. Gradey Dick's going to get to the rim and finish with the left hand. Another piece of his game that's really starting to come together is driving and finishing. This first play right here, drawn up by the Raptors, is just absolutely beautiful. We're going to start it off with Ochai Agbaji setting a little ghost screen, just a little rub off Derek White to make him know, I'm here, and then also kind of to get Peyton Pritchard thinking about, hey, I got to help on this pick and roll with Davion Mitchell. Then, as that's happening, Scottie Barnes is now going to set a screen on Peyton Pritchard, freeing up Ochai Agbaji to run free into all of this space over here. And then at the same time, Jakob Poeltl's also going to come set a screen. So a lot of action to the weak side while Davion dribbles the opposite way, throws the flare to Jakob Poeltl, and now it's a dribble handoff. This is a really good action. If it would have been a dribble handoff, you would have had Ochai going right at Al Horford downhill because you could take Peyton Pritchard out of this play. Instead, it's a fake dribble handoff. And now Scottie Barnes comes and sets a screen on Derek White for Gradey Dick to come to the ball. And this is just a beautiful action right here, right? So actually another ghost screen right there. And then you've got the actual dribble handoff for Gradey Dick coming right at Al Horford. This is extremely... Boston guards this very well. And that's why Boston is a championship contender. But great screen there by Jakob Poeltl, takes Derek White completely out of the way, and now you got Gradey Dick going one-on-one with Al Horford. You also had this roll here. If Jaylen Brown steps up, you got the diagonal to maybe not wanting to throw the diagonal to Davion Mitchell, but he's there. Maybe if that's like Emmanuel quickly, you throw that diagonal. Instead, Gradey Dick just pulls up for the jumper and knocks it down. Great action by the Toronto Raptors there. All right, next play. This is just where Scottie Barnes thrives, right? In transition, going downhill. Now, the Celtics do a great job. Defensively, if you're in transition, you want to form a wall. And they do a great job of that with these three guys here. Jaylen Brown's still getting back. So Scottie probes a little bit. Doesn't go do anything crazy. Go take on Tatum and Horford at the rim, right? He's just going to probe. And then he's going to get into a dribble handoff with Davion Mitchell. As Mitchell comes off the handoff, he's just going to pop. It's just going to be a little pick and pop. Going to throw behind. And Tatum, obviously with Scottie Barnes right now in his career. Now, this could change after this year because he's been shooting the three ball really well, which we will see in this video. But right now, Tatum is all the way back here, right? He's giving him this three ball. If Tatum were more up, then that's probably a blow-by, and Al Horford might be getting dunked on at the rim. But instead, he gives him a lot of space, and Scottie Barnes says thank you and knocks down the three ball. And the mechanics look good. The release is a little bit slow, but the mechanics look really good. The good-looking shot there from Scottie Barnes. Now, this is something new, and I'm not talking about Scottie Barnes playing point guard because that's going to happen a lot this year, but it's Jakob Poeltl getting into an early ball screen here, and Tatum's going to go under the screen, and Scottie Barnes is going to make him pay, right? Al Horford is back here, dropping. He's at the elbow. A lot of space here, and Scottie Barnes is just going to pull up something he normally doesn't do. That's not in the scouting report. Pull up and knock down the three ball. Once again, the mechanics look good. The release is a little bit quicker this time, and he knocks it down over Horford. This play right here is pretty funny. The spacing is very bad between Poeltl and Scottie, but if you've seen like some of the clips of Scottie Barnes being kind of special, then you get this. But this is supposed to be a horns look, right, where Gradey Dick and Ochai Agbaji are both in the corners. This is actually a really good look to run it out of because you got two bigs that can either roll or pop. Well, Poeltl can't really pop, but Scottie can pop. Poeltl can roll. You got Ochai you got to worry about here in the corner. You got Gradey Dick here you got to worry about in the corner. And Davion can go either way, right? Scottie's going to get a little confused. and they're both going to set the screen on the right side, or, well, on Davion's left, Jaylen Brown's right, whereas Scottie Barnes should be on the other side. But they get the play worked out, right? So it's going to be the pick and roll. So Davion's going to come off here. Jakob Poeltl's going to roll, kind of rubbing Jaylen Brown as he goes, and then Scottie Barnes is just going to pop, and you've got the kick to either corner if you want it, if you're Davion. Just a simple read, simple decision to make. He hits the throw behind this time. As you can see, Poeltl makes contact with Tatum, kind of takes him out of the play, and knocks it down. Horns can be really tough for this Raptors team. Not much to break down here, just if this becomes a regular occurrence, this could be trouble. Scottie Barnes just knocking down contested threes in the half court. Look out. Now this is where Gradey Dick becomes a weapon in transition. Just an early screen here from Agbaji. Gradey Dick's going to come over, and Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard, neither one of them really talk it out, and it's just going to be a quick transition three ball for Gradey Dick, a guy who can absolutely stroke it. This right here is a great cut, even better pass, right? So Scottie is going to look everybody off. It looks like he's looking in this direction, right? This way. But in reality, don't hate on the artistry there. Gradey Dick is cutting in behind Jaylen Brown, who thinks he's still over here in the corner, and he's just going to hit him with a nice little no-look pass before Jaylen Brown can react, and it's going to be a nice reverse layup. He's a really good passer, man. Now this right here, this is beautiful. This is showing signs of progression, being able to stop and pull up over Xavier Tillman, hunting out your mismatch, right? Giving him the jab, going by, getting to a spot and knocking down a follow-away jumper. That is progression from Scottie Barnes right there. This right here is tough to stop, and it is run extremely quickly, right? So we got a quick stagger screen right as he's crossing half court. Instead, Scottie Barnes, who's not even in the frame, they're going to skip it over to him, and he's going to get right into a dribble handoff with Gradey Dick, who's just going to knock this down because look at where Al Horford's standing. He doesn't really have time to react. But Scottie doesn't even take Derek White with him. Derek White just does not expect this to be a jumper at all. Gradey Dick comes flying up off this dribble handoff and just rises up and knocks it down over him. That's tough. Once again, the Raptors are very young, so a lot of their points are going to have to come in transition this year for them to be successful. Right here, we got Scottie Barnes just going right downhill. He's got a 2-on-1. Xavier Tillman doesn't quite make it down there, but the old saying in basketball, this side of the backboard here, as long as you don't miss it short in transition, it's as good as an assist, because what's going to happen, both the defenders take themselves out of the play, and here comes Ochai Agbaji. He's going to collect the loose change and get an easy 2 points. And shout out to Ochai, man. I was really, really hoping he was going to have a big year this year. He had a good game against the Celtics. This is the beauty and the benefit of Scottie Barnes now having a three-point jump shot. People like Luke Cornett, bigs that will end up matched up against him, are going to have to close out on him. What's he going to do? Shot fake, go right by, and get a crazy degree of difficulty layup to go in. That's an absolute slap, and he still gets it to fall. Now, remember earlier when Scottie Barnes came flying down the court into this dribble handoff with Gradey Dick, and then Gradey Dick just rises up for the jumper? Because that's probably sitting in the back of Boston's mind right now, in particular Al Horford, and as he's coming down for this dribble handoff, now Jaylen Brown stays up a little bit more. Now you get the mismatch you want with Al Horford out on the perimeter. They switch it, and now he's going to size him up, calls for the screen. Jakob Poeltl takes a second, then he gets over there, and you know, this is something you don't really see much in the NBA anymore. Big on big screen, and it's in the mid-range, right? It doesn't happen a lot. The spacing's pretty bad, but Scottie Barnes is just going to come off of it, get to his spot right here at the elbow, and knock down the jumper because Luke Cornett's still playing drop coverage below the free throw line. So here it is, just coming off the screen, making a nice easy read, taking what's there, and knocking it down. That's another level of progression. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to the like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.